Hello guys, welcome to TechAutopsy. In this video, we are answering a very simple but very misunderstood question. Where is artificial intelligence actually used today? Not where it looks impressive, but where it genuinely solves real world problem. By the end of this video, you will stop seeing AI as magic and start seeing it as a very specific engineering tool. Today, AI is everywhere in marketing. Every product claims to be AI powered. Every startup adds AI to its pitch deck. Every feature is magically intelligent. But this hype creates confusion. People either think AI can do everything or they fear it can do things it absolutely cannot. So, before learning how AI works, we must understand where it is actually used. Here is the single most important rule you should remember. AI is used only where traditional rules break down. If a problem can be solved using clear, fixed rule, AI is not the right solution. AI exists not because it is smarter, but because rule fails at scale. Traditional software works on explicit instruction. If this happens, do that. If input is X, output is Y. This works beautifully when world is predictable, the rules are stable, edge cases are limited. But many real world problems don't look like that. They are messy, they change constantly, and they involve human behavior. That's where traditional software starts breaking. AI is good only at few things, but those few things are very powerful. AI excels at finding patterns, making prediction, handling uncertainty. AI does not understand meaning. It does not reason like human. It eliminates probabilities based on past data. And now let's see where this ability is actually used. Before we talk about where AI is used, let's be clear where it is not. AI is not used in calculation, fixed business logic, simple workflows, systems requiring absolute correctness. In these cases, rules are faster, safer, and cheaper. AI is chosen only when rules become impossible to manage. The most common places you encounter AI is recommendation. Netflix, YouTube, Amazon, Spotify. Every time you see recommended for you, that's AI at work. But let's understood why AI is used here. Think about the scale of the problem. Millions of users, millions of movies, songs, or products. Every users behave differently. There's no rule that can say if a user is 25-year-old, recommend this movie. Human preferences are not rule based, they are pattern based. AI is used because rules completely fail at this scale. The system observes behavior, what you click, what you skip, what you finish, what you abandon halfway. It doesn't know why you like something. It only learns what usually happens next. This is pattern recognition, not understanding. This is critical to understand. AI doesn't understand your taste. It does not know what good means. It does not feel preference. It simply notices that people like you often chooses things like this. That statistical insight is enough to be useful. The next major use case is search. Google search, YouTube search, binge. Search looks simple. Type words, get result. But the real challenge is not searching information. It is understanding intent. Take a single word, apple. Do you mean the fruit, the company? the stock price, or the recipe. Rules cannot guess intent at global scale. Therefore, human language is ambiguous. Meaning depends on context. This is where AI becomes necessary. AI helps by ranking result, estimating relevance, and personalizing outcomes. It learns from what people click, what they ignore, what satisfies their query. Search engines don't understand meaning, they rank probabilities. The next very interesting scope where AI is used is maps and navigation. Google Maps, Uber, Ola. At first glance, map looks like geometry, but the real challenge is not distance, it's human behavior. Traffic is unpredictable, accidents happen, and weather changes. People also make irrational decisions. Rules cannot predict this reliably. AI learns traffic problem from millions of real-world signals and predictions. Congestion, delays, and optimal routes. That's why maps improve over time. The fourth category where AI is heavily used is spam and fraud detection. One of the most successful uses of AI is spam and fraud detection. Email spam, credit card fraud, banking anomalies. Why does AI works so well here? Because attackers adapt. So why rules fail here? The moment you create a rule, attackers learn it. Rules get bypassed and patterns evolve. New attacks emerge daily, and static logic cannot keep up with adaptive adversaries. AI does not rely on fixed rule. It learns what normal behavior looks like and flags deviation. It updates automatically, it adapts continuously. That adaptability is the key advantage. Another major area is computer vision, face unlock, phone tagging, and camera enhancement. Vision is extremely difficult to describe with rules. No two images are identical. Lighting changes, angle changes, faces change, noise exists. Rules completely collapse here. AI learns visual pattern from massive data exposure, similar to how humans recognize faces but without understanding. Voice assistant are another common example. Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. But again, let's remove the illusion. Voice assistants do not understand language. They convert sound to text, detect intent, trigger predefined actions. AI handles variability, accent, speed, background noise. This is signal processing and pattern detection, not intelligence. So, where AI is not used. AI is intentionally avoided in many systems. Payroll, compliance, medical dosage, safety critical control. But why? Because these system demands predictability, accountability, and zero ambiguity. And probability is very dangerous here. AI does not work alone. It works with humans. Humans define goals, provide data, evaluate result, take responsibility. So, AI is a tool, not an autonomous decision maker. Here is the key takeaway. AI is used where prediction beats rule. If rule works, use rule. If uncertainty dominates, use AI. This mental model will guide you forever. Now that we know where AI is used, we must ask a harder question. What can AI actually do and what can it never do? That's the focus of the next video. This is TechAutopsy. where we don't worship technology, we dissect it. Subscribe if you want more clarity, not hype. See you in the next video. Thank you.